Good morning, children. Today we are going to learn about what makes election in India democratic. In this video, we are going to learn about what makes Indian election democratic or how we can say Indian election is free and fair. Up to last video, we understand the process of election. Now, elections are held, but the elections were democratic or the elections which are going to be held they are democratic or not. So this thing we are going to learn in this video. Now we are talking about democratic elections, but we have listened or seen that or we have read in newspaper about rigging of booth. Rigging of booth means malpractices or the booth is captured with illegal way. The means it is the excessive use of money. Excessive use of money means if any of the candidate is powerful, they try to purchase the votes or distribute the money between the people. Sometimes they misuse of government facilities or officials. Suppose the ruling party has edge, means the leaders influence the government officials or they do the things in their favor. These things are happen or you have listened also. So now you have a question that then how elections are democratic, because all these ways are undemocratic. So how can we make elections democratic? Despite being such incidents which are acceptance, but this is not happen in all constituencies. This happens sometimes. Despite of these problems which we occasionally use to see, we have the mechanism, some institutions, some bodies. By taking them in confidence, we can say the election in India are democratic. Which are these institutions? These are independent election commissions, mass level popular participations, acceptance of election result, free and fair elections. So first we talk about the independent election commission. There are some institutions, some bodies and some analysis. They prove that elections in India are democratic, free. From that, one of the institution is independent election commissions. The prefixes before the word independent makes it more powerful. It is that the election commission in India is independent and therefore election conducted in India are free and fair. So whether elections are democratic or not depends on who conducts the election. Suppose you have observed or feel that, for example, we will take the cricket. India's batting is going on, and in second inning, we have to chase target. Suppose we are having the target of 350 runs, we have to chase. From that, 250 runs are over, 5 wickets are over, and you asked someone, what is the score? And the second question is that this much run we have to chase, but who is batting? This question comes in your mind usually. So same scene is here. Whether the elections are democratic or not, it depends on who is conducting the elections. If any political party is conducting the election, so it is possible that the party can conduct the election in their favor. So to stay away from this, we appointed a independent body who conduct the elections in our country, and this independent body is election commission. Election commissioner conduct the election. He is the person responsible for conducting the election in India. You can say democratic elections in India. So who are the election commissioner? Election commissioner is an authority or position in our country which conduct elections all over the country. And the power judiciary enjoys the independence like election commission, so they can work without any fear. Same is like with the election commissioner, that they can work independently and fearlessly. The next is uh, chief election commissioner. This is important body of our country, and these are the head in our country to conduct the election. The chief election commissioner is appointed by the president of India. After the appointment, he is not answerable to the president or the government, and virtually it is impossible for it to remove chief election commissioner. Political parties like their work or not like their work, they can remain on their position and work. It is, if it is easy to remove them, they have to work under the pressure of political parties, so they are brought to that power. So we can see the power of election commission. So the next point is function of election commission in India. The election commission takes the decision on every aspect of conduct and control of elections, from the announcement of the elections to the declaration of results. All the things they see. The second is, it implements the code of conduct and punishes any candidate or party that violates it. It means that code of conduct means in it do's and don'ts are described. The people or the political party has to follow, and if they violate the code of conduct, election commission can punish them. The third point is, it can also order the government to follow some guideline to prevent use and misuse of governmental power to enhance its chance to win election or to transfer some governmental officials. It means that election commission has power to direct the government, because election has to be held and the government should listen to election commission. They instruct them not to misuse their power. The fourth thing is that when on the election duty, the government officers work under the control of the EC and not the government. It means that when the government officers has at the time of election, they work has duty at the time of election, they work under the election commissioner's guidelines. And election commission can repoll the election if they think it is not free and fair. And the last is to give an advice to the president on some certain issues. Means if they think that the elections are not free and fair, there are some mishaps, so they can repoll the elections. Okay, the next topic we will continue in our next video.